Have you ever pulled out your phone to order food and wondered how it just knows which restaurants and drivers are closest to you? Almost instantly, it seriously feels like magic. But behind that everyday magic is a really beautiful and, frankly, genius solution to what turns out to be a surprisingly tough problem. How do you find things that are nearby?
So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with the core challenge, what we call the proximity problem. Then we'll look at the early kind of clunky ways we tried to solve it in 2D space. After that, we'll get to the radical idea that changed everything, flattening the world into one dimension, all thanks to something called a Hilbert curve. And finally, we'll see how it all comes together right on your smartphone.
Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the problem itself. When you and I look at a map, the idea of close is totally obvious, right? But for a computer, for a database, it's a whole other story.
This quote from a frustrated customer absolutely nails the issue. The numbers 400050 and 400051 are right next to each other numerically. You'd think they're close, but in the real world, there was a train line in the way, forcing the driver to take a huge detour. See, simple numbers don't get geography.
So if you're going to build a location system that actually works, it has to do three things really well. One, it has to measure real distance accurately. Two, it has to find all the nearby points without taking forever to do it. And three, it needs to be scalable, so you can zoom into a single street or zoom way out to see a whole country.
So how did engineers first try to solve this? Well, they started with the most obvious approach. Let's just treat the world like what it is, a big, two-dimensional map.
The first idea, of course, is latitude and longitude. It gives every single point on Earth its own unique address on this giant grid. I mean, we all know this system, it feels simple. But here is the massive, show-stopping problem. To find the closest driver, does the app really calculate the distance from you to every single driver in the entire database? That would be unbelievably slow. You'd starve to death before the app even assigned you a driver. No way that works. So developers got a little cleverer and came up with something called a QuadTree. The idea is pretty smart. You take the map, you divide it into 4 big squares. Then you take each of those squares and divide them into 4 smaller squares. And you just keep going, grouping locations into smaller and smaller boxes. But here's the fatal flaw. Imagine 2 people standing right next to each other, but they just happen to be on opposite sides of one of those dividing lines. In the real world, they're neighbors. But to the database, their location codes can be completely different from the very first digit. They are essentially strangers to the computer. And there's another issue. The real world isn't neat and tidy. You've got super dense cities like Mumbai right next to vast, empty areas. This means the QuadTree in this city has to divide itself into tons of tiny little boxes, making it super deep and complex, while the tree in the empty area is shallow. It's just inefficient. So with all these problems in 2D, some computer scientists took a huge step back and asked a question that was just brilliant. What if we just stopped trying to get good at searching a complex 2D map? What if, instead, we could just flatten it, take every single point from our two-dimensional world, and neatly arrange it along a single one-dimensional line? Now, why is this such a game changer? Well, think about it. Searching for something on a single, sorted line is a problem computer science solved decades ago. It's fast, it's efficient, it's like finding a word in a dictionary versus trying to find a specific house on a giant unlabeled map. The dictionary is easy, right? The challenge was just figuring out how to turn the map into a dictionary. And that is where the hero of our story comes in. To fold a 2D map onto a 1D line. And this is the important part. Keep things that are close together in the real world close together on the line. We use this amazing fractal concept called a space-filling curve. Now, you can't just use any old squiggly line. A simple Z-shape, for instance, creates these huge jumps, where points that are right next to each other on the map end up miles apart on the line. But the Hilbert curve, with its clever U-shaped pattern, it's the undisputed champion. It does the best possible job of preserving that local neighbor information. And how it's built is just beautiful. You start with a single U-shape that connects 4 big squares. Then, inside each of those squares, you draw another smaller U, rotating them so the line never breaks. And you just keep doing this, again and again, getting more and more detailed, until you have a single, continuous line that eventually passes through every single point in that 2D space. Okay, so that's the cool, abstract math, but how does this actually help get your food delivered while it's still hot? Let's connect the dots.
Your phone's location, its latitude and longitude, gets crunched and converted into just one single number. That number is your position along this giant Hilbert curve. So let's just say, for example, your location is now simply 29. So now, to find a nearby driver, the app doesn't have to do any complicated 2D geometry. It just does a super fast, super simple search on that 1D line. It just asks the database, hey, give me all the drivers with a number between, say, 23 and 34. It's just a query on a range of numbers. That's it.
So, you see, the Hilbert curve just knocks it out of the park. It takes that hard 2D search and makes it a dead simple 1D search. It keeps local points together better than anything else. It's incredibly fast, and it's totally scalable. It solves all our problems.
Now, I gotta say, it's not absolutely perfect. You can still get some weird edge cases where 2 points are physically side by side but end up far apart on the curve. But as you make the curve more and more detailed, those cases become super rare. For all practical purposes, it works amazingly well.
And the main thing to take away from all this is that it's not some obscure theory. This little piece of mathematical elegance is the hidden engine inside the apps you probably use every single day. Ordering food, hailing a ride, even on dating apps. Anytime a service needs to find what's nearby, you can bet this little curve is working its magic behind the scenes.
And that kind of leaves us with a final, fascinating question, doesn't it? We managed to solve this really complex 2D problem by cleverly flattening it into just one dimension. It really makes you wonder, what other huge, seemingly impossible problems out there could we solve if we just found the right way to look at them from a simpler dimension?